Hey guys, Tiffany with another video, and as you guys saw in the title, this is going to be another one of my will I buy it or nah videos. Now this is actually my second time filming one of these videos. I think I filmed the first one, man, like some months ago, and although I got really great feedback on it, I just haven't had enough time to get around to filming another one. But recently there have been like so many new makeup releases, and you guys are always hitting me up on my social media like, Tiff, what you think? Tiff, should I get this? Tiff, are you gonna get this? So I was like, you know what, it's definitely time for another will I buy it or nah video. I'm definitely not the creator of this video. The first person I saw upload a video like this, I want to say, was Samantha March, and I thought the concept was genius. So like I told you guys when I did the first video, if this is something that you want to continue seeing, just definitely let me know down below in the comment section. But no more talking, because there's a lot of products we need to talk about. So first up, I feel like we have to talk about Huda Beauty and her Remastered Rose Gold palette. Now if you guys are familiar with my channel, you know that I happen to love Huda Beauty products. I love her eyeshadow palettes that I have. I love her highlighters. Was not a fan of her foundation. That foundation was trash. I didn't like it, like not at all. But as far as her eyeshadow palettes and her highlighters go, I am definitely a fan. And I happen to have the original, because we now have to call it the original Rose Gold palette, and it is one of my favorite palettes. I think it's such a versatile palette. It took me forever to pick it up, but once I picked it up, I realized what the hype was about, and I actually really like it. So then she decides to come out with a remastered palette, and I think the thing, first of all, that threw me off was like all these reasonings, like all these kind of excuses as to why she was coming out with another palette. Like, girl, first of all, you didn't even have to explain. If you just want to come out with another palette, it's your makeup line. You could do what you want. But the fact that she did come out with so many reasons, like, it causes you to just evaluate her reasoning for the remaster palette. I think the biggest thing that got me was how she was trying to say, like, we didn't really realize that when she did the first one, funds were so limited, like she wasn't even able to pay herself because all her money went into the palette. And I just was like, what does that have to do with anything of you remaking the palette? Now, do I believe that she wasn't able to pay herself? I mean, no, because girl, you made enough coins. Like, dry your privileged tears. You definitely made enough coins, as much as that palette sold out, went back in stock, and sold out again. You got paid. I mean, like, just save all the drama for your mama and just put out the palette if that's what you want to do. Now, looking at the two palettes, the biggest thing that I personally am noticing is that her glitter shades, or her textured shades, they are not as textured. They seem to be more like foiled eyeshadows, and I actually kind of like the concept of them being more foiled than how they are now, because I feel like they are a little bit more difficult to work with. They're workable, don't get me wrong, and again, they are absolutely gorgeous, but I do see them being foiled as maybe being a little bit easier to work with, especially if you have someone that's not really used to working with glitter. But other than that, I don't really see a big difference in the palette, and it's actually not something that I want to pick up. But because I do already have the palette and I actually really like the palette, there's no point in me picking up another one that's going to have the same shades and then just those few changes sprinkled in with the textured eyeshadows. Like, there's just no point. Now, if you don't have the palette and you've been eyeing it and you want to pick it up, I say go ahead and go for it. Like I said, I think those foiled eyeshadows are easier to work with than the textured one now. But if you already have it, do you need it? No, you don't. Now, Rihanna and Fenty Beauty are coming out with a summer collection. The name of this collection is called Beach Please. I don't know, I really like the name because I feel like she's probably trying to say something else like be pleased, you know what I mean? But I do like the name of it. Within this collection, there are going to be kilowatt foil freestyle duos. These you're supposed to be able to use on like your eyes, your lips, and your cheeks. They're going to run you $36. She's also coming out with iridescent lip luminizer trios. There are going to be 3 in each set. These are limited edition. They're going to run you $32 for the set. And then she's also coming out with these Island Bling liquid eye shimmers, and these are going to run you $26. Now, you guys know I'm definitely a Fenty Beauty fan. I try to support Rihanna and the brand. I love the products of hers that I picked up. but I don't see me picking up anything at all from this collection. Looking at the Kilowatt Duos, even though these are supposed to be like things that you can use on your eyes, your lips, and your cheeks, I don't see that happening for me. Like, these are not colors that I would use anywhere other than my eyes, number one. And number two, you guys know I'm not the most colorful person in the world. I know I got a little pop of color on today, but you guys know it's very rare for me to do color. So it's just not something that I would get because I know I would not use these colors. And even if I did get it, it wouldn't go anywhere other than the eyes. I think looking at like the orange and the pink one, you probably could get away with using those as like a blush or maybe like a highlight, a blush topper or something like that. But the other ones, I'm not that bold, I'm not that exotic, I'm not that like, you know, courageous when it comes to looks to where I would try to put those anywhere else on my face. So those are definitely a pass for me. And then when I look at the lip glosses or the iridescent lip trios, I think those would serve as nothing more than like a lip topper. Just from the pictures, I don't know how much color they're actually gonna come with, and I like my lip glosses to have a little bit of color, like, because I do want to be able to wear them alone and not always have to pair them with something else. So I just don't see these being like the most colorful. I think again they would work really great as lip toppers and look like they would, you know, give a little bit of a color shift to different lipsticks and stuff like that. But just for me personally, this is a easy pass collection, and I know for a fact I'm not gonna pick anything up. So next up, Anastasia Beverly Hills is coming out with another highlighter palette. Now, I am a fan of the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter palettes. I feel like you get some really great colors without breaking the bank. Her Glow Kit, her Sun Dip Kit, I love her Nicole Guerrero, that limited edition one. That one is my jam. I actually just featured that in like a favorites video, I think last month or the month before. But this highlighter palette is called the Dream Glow Kit. It's gonna come with 6 shades. I'm guessing it's gonna be about the same price range as her other highlighter palettes. And this one is definitely an easy pass for me. Y'all already know, if you're familiar with my channel, I'm not the biggest fan of this whole unicorn theme. I can't believe it's still around. I can't believe we're still releasing unicorn things. And just looking at this palette, I feel like, Anastasia, you have done this before. Like, you've been here before with these colors. I feel like she has a couple of palettes where she's already done this, like the Aurora palette, and then she had another one like Marshmallow Dreams. Like, I don't know, that's probably not the name of it, but she already gave us like these type of unicorny, bubblegummy type of colors, and I'm not sure why she's bringing it back out again. I really wish, and I know there are people out there that love things like this, and again, these are just reasons why I personally would pass on it. But I feel like when it comes to these colors like this, I wish she would just sell them individually, or maybe just give us like 1 or 2 kind of crazy colors in with mixtures that are also kind of like more wearable colors. Because I feel like some of these, or like maybe like 1 or 2, I actually might try and wear. But I don't want to get the palette because I know all 6 are not going to be used. And it's just, oh, like, oh my God, just the unicorns. Can we please in 2018? Just doesn't seem like anything new. Doesn't seem like anything that hasn't been done before. Doesn't seem like anything you probably can't already get from the drugstore or even like your beauty supply store without having to pay this much. So, it's just a no. So Milani is coming out with a new eyeshadow palette. This palette is called Gilded Desires. It is going to run you $20. It comes with the mirror. I want to say it comes with 12 eyeshadows and like 2 highlighters or something like that. But this palette looks absolutely gorgeous. I think that Milani is an underrated brand. I think Milani comes out with some really great products. I have some of their eyeshadows, the little eyeshadow quads, and I actually really love them. Looking at swatches of these are my type of colors. That is my type of price. Like, I'm excited. I cannot wait to pick it up. I think it's going to be limited edition. I don't think it's something that you're going to want to miss out on. So it's a definite, no hesitation yes for me. Makeup Revolution and Makeup by Tammy here on YouTube have teamed up and come up with the eyeshadow palette. This palette is called the Tropical Paradise palette. It has 23 shades in it. It ranges from mattes and shimmers, and it's $15. Now, I personally have fallen in love with Makeup Revolution eyeshadows lately. The two palettes that I have been really good. I'm really loving them. I like their concealer sticks. I just picked up their foundation stick. I haven't tried it out yet, but the products that I've tried for the most part I really do like. I think this is a really good fit with Makeup by Tammy and Makeup Revolution. I think the colors in here are really good colors. I feel like you get those nice summery shades, but you also get shades that you could use the palette towards the fall and the winter. The shimmers look really pretty. The mattes look really pretty. This just looks like a great palette, and for $15, like, I'm definitely not mad at the price. I do think it's something that I want to swatch in stores. I don't know if you can get it in stores, but I haven't seen it yet in my Ulta. But it's just something that I kind of want to swatch and see for myself because they look really pigmented, but I don't know if they're going to be as pigmented as they look. But overall, I do think this will be a really nice palette if the shadows are as pigmented as they look. But I probably get it anyway just to support Makeup by Tammy because I really do like her channel. But yeah, I'm really just looking at the colors. I think this is going to be a really nice addition to any collection, and especially for their price. Alright, so y'all already know how I feel about skincare. And Ole Henriksen, or Ole Henriksen, is that how you say it? Child, I always mess it up. They are coming out with a face mask that is called the Cold Plunge Pore Mask that I have to tell you guys, I'm super hyped about. I love their skincare. My face loves every product. Well, no, there was one moisturizer that was supposed to be like oil controlling, but to me it didn't control any oil at all. But other than that one, I've loved every product from this brand that I've tried, and this mask just sounds so interesting. It says it's inspired by the cold plunge part of a sauna cycle in the Scandinavia. It deeply purifies and diminishes pores with an exhilarating chill, harnessing the power of alpine willow herb and snow lotus. It's supposed to detoxify, control oil, and reduce the look of pores with instant results. Like, those are some big claims. Y'all hear me say all the time that I have crater pores, okay? I have a really big pore. So if this is something that is supposed to help diminish pores and detoxify and do all this other amazing stuff, like, I feel like this is something that I need. You get 3 ounces for $36. You guys know when it comes to skincare, I will pay for skincare because I feel like you have to take care of your skin. So it's supposed to hit stores June 1st, and I am all here for it. I'm going to be picking that up, and y'all know I would definitely let you know about those instant results. So Laura Lee here on YouTube is coming out with some products. She's coming out with some lip products and an eyeshadow palette. I want to say she already has a palette released. I don't know much about it. I don't know much about her brand. I couldn't tell you much about the eyeshadow palette. I kind of overlooked it when she first released it. Not even being funny, but it just wasn't something I was interested in. And she's now coming out with more products. She is coming out with some liquid lipsticks. There are 3 different shades. They're going to run you $16 each, or the bundle for $38. And it's called Nudie Patootie. Is that the name of it? Yeah, it's called Nudie Patootie. She's also coming out with a eyeshadow palette. The palette, which is called the Nudie Patootie palette. You can get it in a bundle, and she's also launching eyeshadow pencils. I'm gonna be honest, just looking at these, just my initial thought process, it's looking like it should have been named Patchy Ashy, because those are the vibes that I'm getting. I think depending on your skin tone, this might work for you. I think when you start to get into that medium deepish range, you're just gonna be looking like ash, and it's just gonna be a pass unless you want to sit there and really try to build these shades up. But other than maybe like 1 or 2 of the shimmer shades, I don't see these being anything that will work for me as far as the eyeshadow palette is concerned. So I don't feel like she really had the deeper individuals in mind with the market with these colors. And then the nude colors, I mean, they're nice if you like those light bright half white nude shades, I think you definitely would benefit from these, but these are just not shades that I feel will work for me and my melanin, so it's gonna have to be a pass. And then finally, Wet n Wild has come out with a summer collection. This collection is called the Flights, a fancy collection. It's limited edition. It's their summer 2018 collection. They always give us like really good summer collections in my opinion. This collection is coming with lip products and highlighters and liners and lip scrubs and just all kind of great stuff. I don't think I want to pick up the entire collection as a whole because you're able to purchase it with everything in it, and I want to say, I don't know what the total price is. I'll try to find out, but you can also purchase things individually, so that's definitely what I'm looking at. I think that some of the highlighters, like that one apricot shade, that's probably supposed to be a blush, but I would use that as like a highlighter or a blush topper. That has my name written all over it. I'm actually really interested in the lip scrub because I like a lip scrub, so if this is like an affordable one and it's a good one, I'm all about that life. I would even pick up the liners. I think that Wet n Wild does a really good eyeliner for cheap. I'm here for it. I'm probably going to pass on those lip colors because none of them look like anything that I feel like I need to add to my collection. I think that the little eyeshadow quads, those look nice. Wet n Wild always gives a great job when it comes to their eyeshadow quads. So I probably would actually pick up all three of those because the colors just look really nice. But I am also really interested in that primer water spray. I love a good primer water type of spray. You know, like the Smashbox one is really good. And I would love to see how this one compares to that one. So I probably would pick this up as well. But just as a whole, I don't know. Like I said, to me, Wet n Wild always gives us a really good summer collection. So I'm really excited for it. Wet n Wild to me is, again, one of those underdog brands that people overlook. They think it's like a little bit more cheapy. But trust me, you get a lot of bang for your buck with their products. So yeah. Not everything, but most of it, I'm definitely here for. But that is going to be it for this edition of Will I Buy It or Nah? Let me know what you guys think of the products that I talked about. Let me know if you've already picked up some of these or these items that you have on your radar, on your wish list, and whatever else you want to tell me, let me know down below. As always, thank you guys so much for continuing to rock with me. My schedule should be clearing up within the next couple of weeks. It shouldn't be as hectic as it is, so I'm going to try my best to start pushing out more videos on a more consistent basis. But until then, I truly appreciate you guys' support. As always, you guys are definitely the real MVP in my book. And until next time, bye YouTube.